get a good kip, let your granddad get on with some very important housework. Well, what an unexpected pleasure. Come in, mate.
I've got something for you.
Yes? Now, Wilf, I don't want to appear ungrateful, but you are looking at a man who successfully stuffed a penguin and a snake. So I do regard this budgie as a bit of an anticlimax.
My mum gets back from her holiday this evening.
So?
This is her budgie, Hannibal. Or rather, he was. I've been sort of looking after him for her.
I've got a funny feeling you didn't do too well, did you?
All I did was give him a peanut. Moments later, he broke into a sort of high-pitched gargle, and I watched in horrified disbelief as he...
Fell off his perch?
Have you ever watched the death throes of a budgie?
No, but then I've led a very sheltered life.
It'll haunt me to my final gasp, which will probably be this evening when my mum finds out. She'll think I murdered him.
Why?
Because I've been threatening it for years. Hannibal was a right little squawker, Sam. Day in, day out, squawk, squawk, squawk.
Not unlike your mum, in fact.
Please say you'll stuff him for me.
All right, I'll get some sage and onion. We'll have him with chips.
I'm serious. If you can immortalise Hannibal by tonight, it might help alleviate Mum's inevitable grief.
Hold on, Wilf. I mean, Rome wasn't built in a day, was it? You can hardly stuff a budgie in one.
I find your attitude disappointingly uncooperative, especially in view of the fact that my position at the zoo has enabled me to do you numerous untold favours in the past. And this may be a good time to inform you that one of our crocodiles is hovering on the very brink.
A crocodile? Look, it's a well-known solution, Wilf. All you have to do is find Hannibal's twin at a pet shop.
But what about this distinguishing speckled patch on his pouch and this unusual yellow streak on his tail?
Ever heard of a thing called paint?
But Mum is highly perceptive and gimlet-eyed.
Wilf, trust me, it will work. Mind you, I mean, the newborn Hannibal will have to have a respray from time to time.
I'll meet you in the pub dinner time, then.
Yep, see you, Wilf. There goes the man with problems, Daphne. He's just assassinated the family pet.
If that's intended to shock me, Mr. Tyler, I have to tell you that nothing your cronies perpetrate surprises me. Where's Joe?
He's asleep in my room. Would you mind him for me while I go down the library?
The library?
Yeah. I'm going to return taxidermy for beginners.
You're returning taxidermy for beginners?
Yeah, well, it is overdue.
Oh, Mr. Tyler, it's long overdue. In fact, you'd have spared me many a sleepless night if you'd never got it out in the first place.
Oh, come on, Daphne.
I wonder if the author of Taxidermy for Beginners has the remotest idea of the devastation such a book causes when it falls into the wrong hands. Such as yours.
Nothing you can say can distract from the artistic triumph of my snake, Roger, my penguin, Giles. Oh, I'm sorry, Daff. Do you want me to change his name?
No, it really doesn't matter. Major Bradshaw's past history now.
Yeah, like the Great Plague.
Best forgotten.
Yes.
Only I can't forget him. How can one forget a man who's broken one's heart?
If I had known what heartache it was going to cause you, I would have shoved his greasy moustache right up his nostrils.
I saw his photograph today outside the police station. To think that one consorted with a man who now adorns a wanted poster. But there he is, in black and white, looking for all the world like a sophisticated Jesse James.
Yeah, I know. I've seen it. Hard to believe, isn't it? He looks even more devious in black and white than he did in the flesh.
He meant a great deal to me, Mr. Tyler.
Yeah, I know he did.
And I can't help wondering how he is. And where he is.
Well, my guess is he's probably in Rio by now. Laughing his socks off, having a few jars with Ronnie Biggs.
Inspector Boxon tells me they've scaled down the hunt to give top priority to the Streatham Strangler.
Yeah. Streatham Strangler. Sounds a right nasty piece of work. In fact, I've got a hunch, Daphne, it may well be Giles.
Oh, hardly. Giles was a tender, sensitive man. He wouldn't strangle a fly.
Well, he wouldn't have the strength. Listen, I'm sorry he broke your heart.
Thank you.
And I want you to realise I'm the man to mend it.
You think so?
Yeah, I want you to think of me as your very own emotional superglue.
Yes, well, thank you for that seemingly generous offer.
What do you mean, seemingly?
Because the glint in your eye tells me that your interpretation of emotional has, as ever, carnal undercurrents.
Carnal undercurrents?
Carnal undercurrents.
Daphne, nothing is further from the truth, although I will admit deep down inside I would be quite happy to, that would just be the icing on the cake.
Haven't you got an appointment at the library? Hello, darling. Back from work so soon?
Greenfingers are giving me the afternoon off.
Oh, that's jolly nice of them.
They've also given me tomorrow off.
Quite right, too. I've never approved of you working like a beast of burden 6 days a week.
Well, they've also given me next week off.
Oh. Is there no end to your boss's generosity?
Apparently not, because he's also given me the rest of the year off. And the next year, and the year after that.
Angela, am I to understand that you have become an unemployment statistic?
Why, George? Why won't she cry on my shoulder?
Maybe it's your armpits.
You're looking a bit cheerful for a bloke who's only got 3 seconds to live.
I'm sorry. I
I
apologise.
should hope so. Personal hygiene, that's my middle name.
Domination, Sam. That's the name of the game. It's the only language women understand. Domination, domination, and yet more domination. They can't get enough of it.
Is that what you give your Brenda, then?
Absolutely. Brenda knows I'm in charge. And why? Because I've behaved like Rambo from day one. Yeah?
Where's that new crate of tonic?
In the cellar, woman. Where do you think?
Then get your dopey ass down there and fetch it.
But I'm just...
Now!
But look...
Just get it, you useless great prune. I sometimes think I'm running this pub single-handed.
But I'm just gonna do... Oh! I'll get the tonic, shall I?
I somehow think Rambo might have handled that a bit differently, George.
Hello, Sam. I'm sorry about all that. What must you be thinking?
I was thinking how like my own home life it is. Oh. Here's a first. Wilf with a bird.
Budgie. Paint. Masking tape.
Angie? Angie!
In here.
I've done it, Angie. I've cracked the big un. I've had 2 photos, 2 accepted for that new gallery.
Oh, Nick, that's great.
Grand opening next month.
Well done.
I'm talking Bond Street, Angie. I'm talking Nick Tyler up there on the wall with the big names.
I've got some news too.
I'm talking reviews in the Posh Sundays. And if I win the major prize, which I will because I'm the best, I'm talking big, big bucks.
Can I say something?
There'd be a right glitterati turnout at the opening.
Nick?